Hey everybody, it's Mike with Monkey Fab. Wanted to show off one of my new products today. Really excited about this guy. We're coming to you from the hood of the my Phoenix, my 78 LS turbo swapped Phoenix, and I need to put beads on the end of my cold side pipes because I didn't. When I was thinking about that, I like the silicone couplers. I understand, you know, everybody has their own way of doing stuff. I'm not trying to tell you guys how to do whatever you do, what you got to do, and that's cool, man. But I like the silicone couplers just because it just gives you a lot of wiggle room in your fabrication, and if you're just slamming it together and you're not, you know, trying to build like a show quality, you just want to get out and go fast. I like the silicone couplers. It just gives me that extra play, makes things a little bit easier. But other than bead rolling the ends of your tubes, there's not really a good solution. You know, if you're welding them up without and you're using clamshell connectors, that's cool and you know, great. But otherwise, you need to put a bead on it. Sometimes people will come in and they'll weld the bead around it. Sometimes they'll just bead roll it. Sometimes bead rolling can be a pain in the butt. It's oftentimes a pain in the butt. Let's be real. Let's be honest. Can you speak honestly today? You got a large pipe, and if you've ever bead rolled stuff, then it's, you know, it's got to be locked down in some kind of vise or clamping thing. If you don't have a professional, you know, positioned bead roller, you got this weird, you know, shaped pipe rolling around. If for some reason you have to bead roll like a radius of a pipe, it's tough, and I've never enjoyed it, to be quite honest. So what I came up with is these guys. These are my new bead. They're my new weld beads. So what we got here, if you guys can see that, is they're recessed and they're chamfered on both sides. What I would do is to just throw it in a lathe and just, you know, do that, which works pretty good. This is 1/8 aluminum, and it's no big deal to throw these in a lathe, and these make great like intercooler stubs. The bad thing about it is the silicone itself is made for 3-inch, and you cut that much out of it, then the silicone fits kind of loosely over those. So what I did is I started from the mean and built out from there. So what this does is it just slides over, like you see this 3-inch 065. This is your 16 gauge, and it just slides on. And what you'll do is weld it from the inside, and just run you don't even have to weld it all the way. So you don't even have to weld it all the way around. Just make a few stitches, and because your coupler is going to actually seal on your pipe, and all this needs to do is just keep it from backing off, and that's the point of that. And it works with 16 gauge, you saw that, or it can also work with 11 gauge. So if you have 1/8 tubing, it works equally as well. The place where you weld is actually the high point of the bead itself, so you don't have to worry about the ends getting you know, melted off or nipped off, and that is it. So pretty excited about these guys, and they're not very expensive. If you are coming here from the website, you can already see the price. I hate quoting prices on videos because something might happen when the price goes up, and then I have to remake the whole video because I did. But we have these in 2.5-inch, 3-inch, 3.5-inch, and 4-inch, and it goes from, let's see, 2.5 is, yeah, so 2.5 is 5, 3-inch is 6, 3.5-inch is 7, and 4-inch is $8 each, which I think is a good price point. You can get 2 of these guys, you know, like these, you know, 12 bucks for 2 3-inches, and that's not a bad deal when comparing to other, you know, ways of coupling stuff together. But excited about these guys. What we're gonna do is go ahead and pull the pipes, the cold side off the Phoenix, weld these guys on, and I'll show you that after we get done. All right, so we got one of the charge pipes out, and if you're adding these guys to existing charge pipes, then all you have to do is trim off whatever is on the inside. So this guy's like 300 thou. So we're just gonna mark off 300 thou. Around the existing pipe, and then we'll take it over to the bandsaw and cut that off. That way we're not actually changing the overall dimensions of the pipe. Will stay the same, even though we're adding a little bit of length on. These guys are a 1/2 inch tall. So if you're just making a pipe and you want to incorporate these, you just add that in. Then you don't have to worry about. But if you're retrofitting them like I am, then we got to take that off to make it stay the same dimensions. All right, so just kind of clean the pipe up on the old pipe polisher, deburred, kind of clean the surface where we're going to be welded, clean the inside where we're going to be welding at, and just kind of ran the whole thing over to kind of refresh it up, because it was looking a little stained by hard water and wear and whatnot. Anyway, off on a tangent. So we're ready now. So all we got to do is just go ahead and get these guys on. There we go. And stitch weld them on the inside in a couple spots, and it'll be good. Okay, so we got that done, and we have nice sturdy beads on either side. You don't have to weld these guys all the way around. Just stitch weld them in there. Probably like in 4 places probably wouldn't hurt. Although I only think I did 3 on this one here. But yeah, it's pretty easy to get to since it's right there at the edge, and you just give a little loop. I'm not all that great with aluminum welding anyway, so if I can do it, I'm sure you can do it, no problem. Excuse the ghosts. And we have one charge pipe that will be secure. We can throw all the boost at the Phoenix and see what happens. So I'm gonna install this guy, and I have one more to do, and we'll be done. So just finished up the second one. You guys can see it, and yeah, I think that, not real proud of my welds on the inside, but it's kind of awkward. And like I said, I'm not the best aluminum welder, but it works, and it also adds quite a bit of kind of structure around the tube, the 16 gauge. It was kind of, when I pulled it out, I'd kind of crushed it from just the silicone couplers, but I tend to think this will help strengthen that up, because that's quite a bit of extra added strength in that area. But yeah, so now we got billet beads on either side, and we should be able to boost until our heart's content. Billet beads, I think that they're a good idea, reasonably priced, and available for you on Monkey Fab, so go check them out.